Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, US, for meeting us for another lesson in MTA Mathematics. We are still on the topic numbers and numerals, but today we are going to continue the last day, the product of primes, and also continue with test of divisibility. So today's subtopic will be 1. The product of primes, and 2. Test for divisibility. For the purpose of today, for the test of divisibility, we have 10 rules, but because of time, we are going to take 5 rules, then we would do the product of primes. So I think the last time, because of time, we left out the 150. So I would add it to today's question so that we'll recap what happened. So let's take an example. Find Okay, so we want to recap on product of primes. So what we said was that with product of primes, we are going to use prime numbers to break down these individual numbers. So it should be only prime numbers multiplying together to get the answer here. So for today's purpose also, I'm going to do the first 2 for you so that will take some 3 minutes to do the last 2. Okay. So solution A, 150. So what I said was that you start with the first prime number, which is 2. First prime number, which is 2. So we ask ourselves, can 2 go into 150 or can 2 divide 150? Yes. It's because of this 0. Yes. So 2 times what gives 150? Let's divide 150 into 2, share 150 into 2. And when we share 150 into 2, you see that we'll get what? 75. So 75. Then you bring the old 2 times, ask yourself again, can 2 go? No. If no, go to the next prime number. What is the next prime number? It is 3. Can 3 also go into 75? Share 75 into 3 and let's see. Let's put the 5 aside. Or let's even put 15 aside. It's render what? 60. Let's share the 60 into 3. Then we get what? 20, 20. Now 15. Let's share 15 into 3. 3 times what gives 15? 5. So this means that when we add a 5 to the 20, we get what? 25. So this means that 3 times 25 gives us 75. You repeat the 2 times, then repeat the 3. Then ask yourself again, can 3 go into 25? No. Go to the next prime number. What is the next prime number? That is 5. Can 5 go into 25? Yes. And 5 times what gives 25? 5 times what? 5. So what we said was that you write them down, but when a number appears more than once, you put it in the notation form or to the power. So 5 is appearing twice, so it becomes 5 to the power 2. So the product of prime for 150 is 2 times 3 times 5 raised to the power 2. Let's go to the B. Very nice. A bigger number indeed. Students will start panicking. Hey. But it is very easy. Let's use 2. Once again, let's use 2. 2 times what gives 6,160. 2 goes into 6 how many times? 3. Can 2 go into 1? No. So we'll bring 0. Then we add a 6 to it. We get what? 16. 2 goes into 16 how many times? 2, 8, 16. So 8. And there is a 0. Then we add a 0 to it. 2 times, can 2 still go into 3,080, yes. So a new 2 times 2 goes into 3, how many times? 1. Remember, 1, you add a 0 to it, you get 10. And 2 goes into 10, how many times? 5. Okay, so if students are getting confused, this is what I'm doing, using my head. This is what I'm doing, 2. 2 goes here, 1, 2. I subtract, I get what? 1. Can 2 go into 1? No. So I add my next number, which is what? 0. 2 goes into 10, how many times? 5. Then I get what? 10. I subtract, I get dash. Then I bring down my what? 8. 2 goes into 8, how many times? 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8. So 2 times 4 gives what? 8. I subtract, I get my dash. When that's 0, then I write it down. So it's 1,540. This O2 will be repeated. Repeat this. Can 2 still go into 1,540? Yes. So I bring my new 2 times. You can go through your long division as I said, but I'll use my head as I do, so that will move very fast. So I get 15. 2 goes into 15, 7. Remember 1. I add my 4. I get 14. 2 goes into 14, 7. Then I add my what? 0. Okay. 2 times the 2. Can 2 go into this? Yes. Another new 2 times. 2 goes into 7. How many times? That is 3. 2, 3, 6. Remember what? 1. Then I add my 7. I get what? 17. 2 goes into 17, 8. That is 2, 8, 16. Remember 1. I add my 0. I get 10. 2 goes into 10. How many times? 5. Okay. So I repeat my 2, my old 2 again. Another 2. Another 2. Then times. Can 2 go into this? No. We go to the next one, which is 3. Can 3 go? Let's check. 3 goes here, 1. 3 goes here, 2. Remember 2, add 5. 3 can't go into 25, so 3 is also out. So we go to the next prime number, which is what? 5. I think 5 can do the job. So let's do our long division here. 5. 5 goes, can 5 go into 3? No. I add my 8, 38. Then 5, 7, 35. I subtract. Then I get what? 3. Then I add 5. Then 5, 7, 35. Subtraction. Then I get dash dash. So it becomes 5 times 70 what? 7. Okay. So look, using our sieve method, I guess we saw that 77 was also a prime number. Because when you use the next prime number, okay, the next prime number, which is 7. Okay, so yes, 7 can also go into 77. So we have the 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times the next prime number, which is what? 7. Okay, so 7 times what? 11. Okay, so 7 times 11 is 77. And 11 is also what? A prime number. So when all becomes a prime number, you stop, and that is your answer. But when a number appears more than once, you would put it in the notation form. So here we have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 to the power 4 times 5 times 7, then times 11. So this shows that the product of primes for 6,160 is 2 raised to the power 4 times 5 times 7 times 11. I guess we are all following. Those who have forgotten our long division today, we've gone through long division, which can help us solve it easier. So let's take some 3 minutes to solve C and D. Okay, time up. Let's see whether students were able to get correct. So we take our C, that is 345, is equal to, So using 2, because of the 5, 2 can't go into this. So we're supposed to use 3. 3 goes here, 1. 3 will go into this, also 1. Remember 1, I add my 5, 15. Okay, so 3 can do the work. So next prime number is 3. So 3 times what? 3 goes here, 1. So I write my 1. 3 will go into 4, also 1. Remember 1. I add 5 to it, I get 15. And 3, 5 is 15. 3, 5 is 15. Okay, so I repeat my 3 times. Can 3 also do the job again? Let me see. 3, 3, 9. I subtract, I get 25. 3 times 25 is not in. So 3 also can't do the job again. So we'll go to our next prime number, which is what? 5. 5 times what gives 115? So 5 times 20 gives 100. And 5 times 3 gives 15. So we add it to it and we get what? 23. If you want to prove it, use your long division. So we have 3 times 5 times. Okay, so looking at 23, I think in using our sieve method, we saw that 23 was a prime number. No number can go into 23. 2 times what gives 23? There is no number. 3 times what gives 23? No. 4 times what? No. So 23 itself is a prime number. So that is the final answer. I guess you were able to get it in the house. If not, try your hands on it again and it will be okay. D. We have 170. So it's because of the 0, 2 can do the job. So 2 times what? Let's share 100 into 2. We get 50. And when we share 70 into 2, you get what? I think 35. Yes, 35. So when we add a 35 to the 50, we get 85. So 2 times 85 gives us 170. So 2 times, because of the 5, 2 can't go again. So what we are supposed to do, we go to the next prime number. And the next prime number is 3. Okay, so 3 goes into 8, 2, 6. Then you get 2, add 5, 25. 3 times what gives 25? There is no number. So we go to the next prime number, which is 5. Then 5, 12, 60. 5, 13, 65. 5, 14, 70. 5, 15, 75. 5, 16, 80. So 5 times 17 will give us 85. Okay, so those who want to check, that is the 85 there, 5, 1, 5. I subtract, I get what? 3. Then I add my 5. 5, 7, 35. And that's what I did to get the 17. And no number can multiply itself to get 17. So 17 itself is also a prime number. So we stop here. So that is the final answer. 2 times 5 times 17. I guess we are okay. Now, we are going to the next one. Test for divisibility. Yes. So as we are using our long division to get our factors for the prime numbers, that's what we do. Now, with the test of divisibility, we are going to give you some rules which, when you brainstorm and it's in your mind or it's in your brain always, you could get some answers to this, what we are doing, easily without going through the long division. But when you are also confused, you can use the long division to prove whether your answer is what? Correct. Yes. So we are going to take the first 5 rules. There are 10 rules. But with today's lesson, we are going to take the first 5 rules. That is test for divisibility. The first rule deals with 2. How can a student get a factor to a figure easily when 2 is dividing? They said 2 can go into a number or can divide a number exactly when the last unit digit of that number is 0 or even. So they are saying that last unit digit is 0 or even. That is for 2. Rule 2. Now for numbers 3, they are saying that the sum of the individual digits should be divisible by 3. So sum of that's 3. So when we take an example, we'll see how it works. So don't worry. We just have to keep this in the mind. 3. Now we are moving on to 4. For 4, they said for 4, the last 2 digits should be divisible by 4. So the last 2 digits is divided by 4. What about 5? 5 also says that when the unit digit, that's the last digit, is 0 or 5. That is for 5. And rule 5. For 6, it said the unit digit is even and sum of individual digits is divided by 3. So you could see that for 6, it has 2 rules which it should follow. The unit digit should be divided by, should be even, then the sum of the digits should also be divided by 3. Okay, let's take some examples and see how the rule works for us. Then I'll be using long division also to prove. Okay, so as I was saying, Let's see how it works. Now, this has been given in question in an examination, and you need to move very fast so that you can solve all questions. Now, they say determine whether the following is divisible by I2, II3, III6. Now, when we take 2, the rule is saying that a number can be divided by 2 when the unit digit or the last unit digit is 0 or even. We all know even numbers or 0. So what we do is that we just check the last digit. That is 1056. Its last digit is what? 6. It is an even number, so therefore 2 can divide it. Let's go to the next one. That is 256. The last number is also what? 6. 2 cannot go. But when you take 165, the last number is not even or 0. This number is what? An odd number, so that one is out. When you take 390, the last number is 0. It proves it, so it is part. And 510, yes, now the number is what? 0. Let's prove it using our long division. I'll just take 1 and prove it using our long division. Let's take 2. Can 2 go into 1? No. So I add my 0 to it. So I get 10. So 2 goes there. 2, 5, 10. Then I bring down my 5. 2 goes into 5. How many times? 2. That is 2, 2, 4. I subtract. I get 1. Then I bring 6. And 2 goes into 16. How many times? 8. That is 16. So dash dash. So therefore, 1056 divided by 2 is equal to 528. So that is the proof. So when you use this, you brainstorm this, and you keep it in your brain, anywhere you are, you can use it to get your numbers very easily. But when you are asked to prove that, you do it this way. By using the test of divisibility, that is how to do it. Let's go to II. Let's take 3. They say numbers being divisible by 3, the sum of the digits is divided by what? 3. The digits, the individual digits, sum it up. When the answer is divided by 3, then it means that 3 can divide such a number. So let's take the first one, which is 1, 0, 5, 6. Let's add them. 1 plus 0 plus 5 plus 6. What do we get? 1 plus 5 is what? 0 is 1. Plus 5 is 6. And 6 plus 6 is what? 12. And when saying our time, 3, 4, 12. So this means that 10, 5, 6, 3 can go into it. So it's correct. And let's take 2, 5, 6. That is 2 plus 5 plus 6. 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. When saying your multiplication timetable, 3 times what gives 13? It's not true. So 2, 5, 6 is out. Then you take the next one. That is 165. 1 plus 6 plus 5. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 5, 12. 12. So that one too is correct. 3, 4, 12. Then you take the next one, which is 390. That one too. 3 plus 9 plus 0. 3 plus 9, 12. So that one too is correct. 390. Correct. Then 510. 5 plus 1 is 6. That one too is correct. 5 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to what? 6. So 510 is also what? Correct. So I guess for the 6, you can do it in the house. Viewers, all too soon, our time is fast spent. I hope if you meet such questions in an examination or in your classwork or assignment, you'll be able to do it. Let's meet once again for another lesson another day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.